In this video we are going to discuss about what is NFT. So, before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing content about NFTs. Investment in non-fungible tokens, NFTs, has grown so aggressively since 2020 from $13.7 million in sales the first half of 2020 to $2.5 billion in the first half of 2011 that it may make you wonder how they have become so popular and why some investors are willing to spend thousands or even millions on a single NFT. Here's a brief rundown on what NFTs is, why some people choose to invest in them, and what risks they may pose to investors and the environment. What is an NFT? In understanding what a non-fungible token is, it's important to first understand the meaning of non-fungible. Since fungible describes something that can be evenly exchanged for a similar something, non-fungible describes something unique, which cannot be swapped out one-for-one. If you own an original painting, however, it is one of a kind or non-fungible. In fact, digital art is the focus of a lot of current NFT trading, although NFTs can be made for anything digital: a GIF, JPEG, tweet or YouTube video, for example. The NFT itself is a unit of data that provides proof of ownership. You could think of it as a certificate of authenticity that verifies a particular person owns certain rights to that unique digital asset. This certificate is stored on a blockchain, a publicly accessible digital ledger of transactions that allows anyone to see who owns a particular NFT. NFTs are bought and sold on a variety of online exchanges, where people can place bids or sometimes buy NFTs outright. Purchases are typically made in cryptocurrency, often Ether, since many of the NFT platforms are part of the Ethereum blockchain. Why people invest in NFTs? It's important to note that buying an NFT is not the same as buying the actual asset it's tied to. Typically, the creator of the digital asset represented by the NFT retains the creative rights to the piece, including the copyright. The NFT owner has certain limited usage rights, but doesn't own the asset. So, they might buy the NFT of a certain digital illustration, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's taken out of circulation. People can still see it and download it as many times as they want. Pause. For example, although a buyer purchased the NFT of the 2007 Charlie Bit Me video for about $761,000 in May 2021, the video is still accessible to the public through YouTube. Point 2. What do you get when you buy an NFT? When someone buys an NFT, they gain the rights to the unique token, but only on the blockchain. If someone buys an image or meme, they can own it on the blockchain, but they have no control over rights to its distribution. When you buy an NFT, in most cases you're not buying content, but rather a token that connects your name with the creator's art on the blockchain. However, the digital tokens operate on the same deflationary principles as Bitcoin. NFTs cannot be duplicated, can be easily authenticated, and are immutable, but there's no surefire way to know whether they will maintain their value over time. Billionaire Mark Cuban told Insider buying NFTs is about scarcity. The buyer knows how many will be made and has blockchain proof of ownership, Cuban told Insider. Cuban has been a proponent of NFT investing, from buying NBA Top Shot clips to investing in Mintable, a community-controlled digital asset marketplace. The CEO of Super Rare, another NFT site, told Insider people are motivated to buy NFTs because it provides a unique connection to the creator that does not exist with any other art form. Crypto art has also spawned entire communities online. Robert Martin, a senior content strategist at Capwing, told Insider there's a lot of pressure right now to buy and even create your own NFTs within the crypto community. Will NFTs maintain their value? Investor Gary Vaynerchuk, the CEO of VaynerMedia, told CoinDesk he believes NFTs are operating under a bubble, but it doesn't mean they won't have staying power. A lot of people talked about the internet being a fad, Vaynerchuk said. In reality, the internet was this game-changing revolution of technology, but a lot of the early projects were just overpriced on the excitement. Even Winkleman admits NFTs are likely overinflated. If it's not a bubble now, I do believe it probably will be a bubble at some point because there's just so many people rushing into this space, Winkleman told CoinDesk. Buying and selling NFTs as investments. The traditional principle of investing, buy low and sell high, also applies for NFTs. Market participants can buy an NFTs early and turn around and sell them for a profit. However, NFTs should be thought of as an investment that could go to zero and is pure speculation, says Daniel Strachman, managing partner of ANC Advisors. There are NFTs that you can buy where you can flip right away and others you can hold, Strachman says. NFTs are not like a stock or a bond where you know what the intrinsic value of that investment is. They have a market value that's driven by what the crypto community is willing to pay for them. The potential risks of NFT investing. As with any speculative investment, the investor takes on a certain amount of risk. An NFT's value may rise or fall in the marketplace, and the current owner may or may not find interested buyers at the time they choose to sell their investment. Also, the surge in NFT activity in 2020 and 2021 has some investment pundits wondering whether NFT investment is a passing fad or here to stay. And the possibility of losing money isn't the only potential negative associated with NFTs. The large amount of electricity needed to process, verify, and regulate cryptocurrency transactions has triggered environmental concerns among the artists selling NFTs as well as the investors buying them, and the broader public. For these reasons, the future of NFT investing is uncertain. But in this moment, it continues to capture the interest of investors and art enthusiasts around the world. That's all for today's video. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing content about NFTs. Thanks for watching.